Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be reviewing the match that has just ended, which was Rangers 1, Dundee 0. Now the match obviously was played at Ibrox and the only goal came in the 93rd minute, and here's what happened. Joe Dodoo was on the edge of the box, he looked up, saw Harry Forrester and slotted it very nicely with precision onto Harry Forrester's head, who nodded home into the bottom right hand corner. As I said, this was in the 93rd minute and I was live streaming it, and my heart did not stop beating for about a minute after the goal. I'm sure the reaction was pretty much the same to all the Rangers fans that are watching at Ibrox or watching it on the live stream like myself. The sense of euphoria that happened after the goal was crazy, but it was such a brilliant and horrible way to score, because in the 93rd minute you thought that all chances of a goal were completely eradicated. You did not think it was going to happen, particularly with the amount of chances that happened from the first half to the second half of the game. Crazy. Rangers today played some of the best football that I have seen us play in a very, very long time, and it is so great that I can say that. Particularly in the first half, the match was ours, completely dominating Dundee. They couldn't handle us. Some chances came early. For example, Joe Garner had a chance to try and chip the keeper. Took a second too long on the chip, but his shot eventually went inches over the crossbar. The keeper's hand was there anyway, but it was a very, very nicely taken shot. Another chance was the like of Jason Holt, who had a chance in the box, but unfortunately the ball got caught under his feet. Once again, the problem with Rangers wasn't the fact that we weren't getting chances. In fact, we were, and the creation of chances was sublime, but we just simply couldn't finish. I'll move on to a player, Michael O'Halloran. It is great now to see that Warburton is relying on him to be a first-team player, because he has absolute blinding play. He has absolutely blinding pace, and players just simply can't keep up with him. However, he doesn't really have an end product. Whenever he swings the ball in, it doesn't normally go to our player, or it will trickle along the floor, hit a defender and go out for a corner. I'm not always complaining at that though. But his ability to duck and dive through players is just sublime. It's the kind of thing that you see with the likes of Holt and Windass on their best day. O'Halloran has it all. He has the height, strength, the pace of course, and the dribbling, but he doesn't seem to be able to finish or have the end product at the moment. I'm sure he will develop that, and if he does, what a player he'll become. Josh Windass again, what a performance he put in today. He lost the ball once in the second half, he lost the ball in the second half, about 5 minutes into the second half, and the commentator, Tom Miller, said, actually, I think that's the first time he's lost the ball. Absolutely blinding player. He can pass the ball through anything. He even passed the ball through a Dundee player's legs. Harry Forrester and Joe Dodoo both made their comeback appearances, and it was great to see Forrester score, not just for the fact that it led to a Rangers goal coming from a late goal, but the fact that Harry Forrester at the start of the season was just such a great player for us. He was one of the best in the team. He fell off the wagon recently, just so slightly with form, and in the media recently he said that he's lost the magic feeling of being a professional footballer, but it looks like he's discovered the feeling again. As for the likes of the defence, it was brilliant to see that throughout most of the game, they managed to stay tight, compact, and not make too many errors. One did come, not actually from the defence, but from Jason Holt, I think it was, on the edge of the box in the second half. He gave the ball away, which led to a Dundee attack, a low cross through to the 6-yard box, but it was luckily for us that the Dundee player who hit it, whoever he was, sent it wide, because if it was just a touch of class that had gone in, Fotheringham didn't have it covered, although he did try. Fotheringham himself didn't have that much to do this game, but his positional awareness seemed to be quite good, but whenever he had the ball in his hands, he would be too quick to release it, and our composure wouldn't have quite, amassed as it could have done upfield. We weren't quite the composed team that we should have been, so we often lost possession when he did kick the ball. In general, Rangers today played an absolutely blinding game, and I thought we should have finished so much more than we did. It was so frustrating to watch it, and I'm sure it was at Ibrox as well. I didn't think the goal was going to come. However, we really, really need to improve with our finishing. It's been something we've all been saying as fans throughout our campaign, and I just certainly hope that it happens. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure that you check out We Welcome the Chase podcast. They are absolutely hilarious. I featured recently in one of their pods as well. Make sure that you check out Blue Sea Loyal, Blue Sea of Ibrox, and Rangers FC, Scotland's most successful football club, on Facebook. Our Twitter is @AllThingsShares. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. That was terrible. Ignore the ending.